Hey Crafty Mavens, it's Vanessa here with another scrapbook process video. And today I am using my August stash kit, and these are the items that I pulled out from that stash kit. So for my kitted up video, that's what I'm using today. And my kit was based off of the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness Collection. And so these are the papers and some of the embellishments that I pulled. So here I've just showed you everything that I pulled from my stash kit, and I'm going to do a little bit of this on camera. I'm basically just going through those pieces, and those clear stickers I'm putting it onto white cardstock, and off camera I'm going to fussy cut those butterflies and all of these clear stickers that I put on the white paper. I typically like to do that, especially when I'm not using a white background for those stickers. That way they'll show up on my background papers. And so all of that I did off camera for the fussy cutting. And now here I am going to take the two photos that I'm going to use for this layout today. And I meant to cut this wood grain piece of pink pattern paper to be able to mat both of my photos on it, but I ended up measuring it wrong for somehow and cut it. So I ended up having to mat both of my photos individually here. So you see I'm starting with this one, and I'm going to mat this photo first, and then I'm going to mat the other one. Now these were originally a 4x6 size photo, and I basically just cropped them both down. So they're both a very sort of awkward or different size. I'm not sure what the exact sizes of the two pictures are, but I basically just cropped them down so it was really just my daughter and the Disney characters, and I got rid of all the sort of background noise that was happening in the photos. So there, now I have gone ahead and both of my photos now have the mats, and I'm going to put those together. What I end up doing, because I did have that mistake where I hadn't cut the mat correctly in the first time, when I glue these photos to, or put them side by side, I end up overlapping the mat, so it basically looks like I actually just matted them on the same piece of cardstock or pattern paper. So nobody will probably ever notice that the two are actually matted separately. Now for an additional layer behind my photos, I'm just taking this piece of pattern paper. It is a pink and orange stripe, and I basically pulled the colors that I was going to use for this layout from the florals that are in the Happiness collection. I pulled all the ones that were the pinks and the orange and peach kind of colors, and that is what I ended up pulling to use, and that became my color scheme for this. So the papers that I pulled from my kit basically were yellows, or not yellows, but pinks, and the orange peachy kind of tones. So this striped paper worked perfectly. And then this background paper that is sort of a watercolory tone on tone pink that goes from light to dark, kind of in an ombre, was perfect for my background. I actually ended up, because I used this background, I didn't end up doing any mixed media on this. So this layout actually came together really quickly once I had everything fussy cut. So here you see I have already had my title out on some wax paper, and it's going to be Breakfast Buddies. And then what I'm going to do is take all those bits and pieces that you see off to the right side of my layout, and I'm just going to start to layer up all the little bits and pieces and kind of create my clusters with all of the florals and the little embellishments that I pulled to go with this page. And these photos are of my daughter when she was probably 4, 5 maybe. I think she might have been, yeah, probably 4. I actually can't remember. And we were at Disney, and this is actually at Chef Mickey. And so Chef Mickey, the characters come around and take photos with you. And so we snapped some pictures of her with Donald and Pluto. And so just documenting this cute little Disney photo for this one. And there you see I have built up my 3 clusters, and off camera I am going to glue all of that down, which you will see here in a moment. So I'm looking just to see if there's anything else I want to add to those clusters. I do have some things on the wax paper to the side there that I haven't put down yet, but I've gone ahead and glued the pieces that I know are going to work for the clusters. And then off camera I grabbed my sequins and I just picked out the sort of peach and green and pink tones, and I'm just going to scatter those around in each of my embellishment clusters. Now, to finish off the layout, I simply am going to take a few of these word strips that came from one of the Cocoa Vanilla sticker sheets, and I'm just going to put a word strip in each of my clusters. And with that, this layout is going to be done. There are still photos at the end of the video, so you can stay tuned to see the finished layout. And please make sure that you have liked and subscribed to the Crafty Maven, and be sure to come back every day for more inspiration. And guys, with that, you're gonna see me sort of fuss around for a second or two here with some of the sequins, which I will glue those sequins down off camera, and in a moment there'll be the still photos. So have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.